guys, how's it going? It's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a halo eye. I have a bunch of palettes in front of me because I plan on purple, and I don't have a palette that has all the purples that I was interested in. So I guess let's get right into it. First, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to prime my eyes. I am going to be just using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer to do this. The reason I prime my eyes first before doing a look like this is I really want the colors to pop and kind of stick in place. Okay. I am going to just take this Luxie shader brush and kind of just coat my eyes with it. I'm going to get all the way up to my eyebrow because this is a lot of shadow that's going to go in between here. And because the e.l.f. Camo Concealer tends to crease really easily, I am going to go ahead and just take a fluffy brush here and kind of just set it in place. I'm going to take China White out of the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Yes, it is very well used and loved. And I'm just going to lay it down here just so everything stays in place and doesn't crease on me. Okay, so next I am going to take our first purple shade. I think I am going to dip into Root Canal out of the Blood Sugar palette. So he's just saying Blue Blood now ever since he came out with it. So Root Canal is this bright purple right here. I know I'm starting out pretty bold, but this is going to be more of a bold look. So I'm going to take this on the vintage brush. It doesn't have a name, it just says step 2 for the shadow. And I am going to tap off the excess just so it doesn't get all over my face. So first I am just going to pick a crease spot. Because I have hooded eyes, I tend to bring my crease up a little bit higher. And I'm going to just start creating kind of a half moon shape. Okay, if you can see, it's a little bit patchy because purples are extremely hard to make. So I am taking that first brush I used with China White on it. I'm not putting any more product on it, but I'm just blending everything together so it doesn't look choppy. Okay. I'm also, now that these are blended together, I'm going to take China White, just put a little bit of product on and tap off the excess to go around the edges again and make them softer. I'm just kind of using back and forth motions and circular just so everything doesn't kind of fluff all over the place and kind of stays right around where I want it to go. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a gradient going on. I think I'm going to take one step darker even and kind of just frame out the rest of this halo here. I'm going to take this Luxie brush here and dip into Violence from the Beauty Killer palette. It's this deep purple shade here. It does have a bit of shimmer, so if you don't like that, I need to find a different purple, but I don't mind the shimmer. Again, just dipping in and tapping off the excess so there isn't a lot of fallout. And just sticking this right in the crease here and on both sides. Just keeping the shade lower and closer to my lid so that it gives it just the right amount of dimension. Now I'm going to go back to that first brush we were using again with China White and kind of just blend everything together. So that it creates a nice gradient here. Okay. Actually, I think I am going to go back to that first color that we were using, the Root Canal color. And I am just going to define this outer edge even more because it kind of got lost with all the blending. Okay. Okay, and if you notice, I'm not going too far out because I want this to be a really clean cut right here and not have everything pulled out. I'm going to go in again one more time with Violence and kind of just tie everything together here. Okay, just finishing this up here. And now I am going to take the Luxie small shader brush again and grab some more of my Camo Concealer. So this is where we kind of cut out the part where we're going to do our halo. So just kind of lay the concealer down where you want your halo to be. Typically it's going to be in the inside of your eye, in the middle. Kind of look up and it'll tell you where to stop. I'm just going to cut this out. I'm using this brush because it has a nice rounded edge that kind of goes with your eye, so you don't have to fight. Okay, so now I have that cut out. I am going to take China White again and just kind of set that in place. Okay, so now we have that nice cut in there. I am going to go in with Root Canal. Again, tapping off the excess and kind of just create a gradient here. just like we did with the outer portion. Just keep in mind this is not a regular cut crease, so it's not going to be super sharp. So we want that nice gradient to be there. And this is the lightest shade that we used. So we're going the furthest in with this one. And just leaving a nice little haloed out area right in the center. Now we're going to take Extraction again, kind of in the same order that we did the other portion of our eye, and keep this a little bit towards the outer edge of both sides. So I brought that in a little too far, so I'm going to go back in with root canal and bring this in just a little further. Okay, so now that we have those two, I am going to take just this little brush here. I'm going to go into Violence and just right at the outer corners, deepen those up. I'm also going to take Violence and kind of define that crease a little bit more. And then I'm going to take that first brush we used with China White, and just dip in just a tiny little bit to kind of line things up a little bit and kind of smooth them out. Okay. So now that we have that, I am going to take the Colorpop My Little Pony palette right here, and I am going to use this shade right here called Minty, I believe, and kind of just press this in the middle. And I'm also going to bring it out just a little bit to continue that gradient. So it just gives the eye a nice little glow. So now that that portion of our eye is finished, I'm going to do the bottom. We're kind of going to do the same thing. So I am taking this Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's just a small brush, and we're going to dip into Extraction. I'm not going to use Violence on this portion just because it doesn't necessarily need to be on the lower lash line. The main thing that we're trying to do here is just create that halo underneath again. And again, just on the inner and the outer edges, as close to the lash line as possible for right now, and we'll kind of blend that out a little bit. I'm going to take another just detail brush here, and I'm going to dip into that shimmery purple shade that we used in the middle on top. And just lay it down in the middle on the bottom. So I'm also going to take the same brush and kind of smoke out the rest of the bottom. Okay. So I am going to do the other eye off camera and lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, and there you have it. This is my halo eye using all purple. I hope you liked the video, and please subscribe and hit that like button if you'd like to see more videos, and leave some comments for me. Have a great day, guys. Bye.